Yo, what up? It's your boy Amir. We're back in the lab for another episode of That's Dope, where we're basically cooking up, making beats from scratch. If this is your first time to the channel, or if you're watching this and you've seen it before and you're not subscribed yet, I want to know why. If you haven't, please subscribe to the channel. Just hit the little red button right down there in the corner, and don't forget to hit the bell notification so you get an alert every time a new video is uploaded. Anyway, look, I just got back from Atlanta. I love traveling. I love going to different places, period. You know, I like to get out and go to a club and just to see what they're playing. And you know, one thing about Atlanta, and not just Atlanta, I'll say like the South, period. The South has these little pockets and cities where you don't hear nothing but local stuff. Like, you don't hear nothing but what's coming up in the city and what's hot. And I love that about Atlanta. I love that about like different places like Louisiana, Alabama, all those different places, man. You go out to the club, you're gonna hear something you never heard before, and they're gonna play it back to back to back. Just like when I was just in Atlanta, man, they played this one record about 15 times in a row. I never heard the record before in my life, but the shit was incredible. This episode is kind of dedicated to that bounce and that feel of where I just came from. I'm originally from South Georgia, but Atlanta is a whole nother world. I'm gonna tell you that right now. It's a whole nother world, but the music scene there is thriving, it's alive, and I just wanted to dedicate this episode to cooking up something that I felt like was reminiscent of that. So let's get right into it. So, you know, like always, I like to start with the melody. For me, that's the only way to go. So I got this sound called Ultimate Trap Lead out of Silent, and I was playing this right here. Simple, something super simple, but we're gonna go ahead and record it, take it, and just build around it. Y'all already know how we do. So let me record that, and then I'm gonna copy it over where it needs to go. So we got that, so I'm gonna take it, copy it over where we need to go. Then we're gonna come and add some chords. So I got this sound called Vanilla Ice out of Expand. For those of you who have watched my other videos, you know Expand is like one of my go-to plugins when it comes to making beats. Like, it's so many sounds in here, and it's so many things you can do as far as like editing and combining sounds. Like, the sounds that they have, man, are just super dope. So if you're in Pro Tools and you never mess with Expand, I'm telling you, try it out. It's super dope. But anyway, I got this sound called Vanilla Ice, and I got these chords I was playing. So let's go ahead and add those. Cool. Alright, so just like Expand, if you've seen any of my other videos, you know I love using vocal samples. That's like my thing when it comes to just adding a little spice to the beat. So I got this this sound from Excel, it's called Alfonso O, and I was doing this. So let's see what it sounds like on top of the chords and the melody. Alright, dope. We got a good foundation so far. Let's go ahead and copy that over and go ahead and add something else. Alright, so I was going through sounds in Expand, and I came across this sound called Satellite. And see, I like this sound. It's not really to add a whole lot. It's more just for texture, you know. So let's add that. Cool, perfect. All right, so I got another sound I just found. It's out of Excel. It's called an ignition switch. I'm gonna let you all hear it. And see, this is another sound it doesn't really serve a purpose besides just being there for texture and feel. You know, so sometimes I put sounds in there and I just layer sounds just for the texture of them. You know, they don't really, you know, have like, they're not playing any type of notes and no kind of melodies or nothing. They're just for texture. So let's add that. Dope, dope. All right, so let's quantize that, copy that over. Y'all know the routine. So I got this bell I just found. It's called choked pecker. It's out of X-Band again, and I want to bring that in when the chorus, not the chorus. I'm sorry. This is gonna be come in when the verses drop. Cool, got that. Let's quantize that and copy it over. Now I think it's time to add some boom on that bitch. All right, so I went ahead and laid the 808 down, but I'm gonna let you hear what I got. And the 808 is just a regular, it's a regular 808, but what I did is I actually put some distortion on it, and I just used the Pro Tools distortion plug-in right here, and it's set to hard. I got the drive to 7, and I got the mix to 50%, and I got the high cut all the way down to 1,000 kilohertz. But what it did, it just adds like a, it just brings it more forward. I'll bypass it and let you hear it. That's no distortion. This is with distortion. It's real subtle, but I'm gonna let you hear what I did with the 808. All right, let's keep it moving. Let's build on top of that, add some more drums. Seen it in my other videos, you know I like to just add a bass and then I come back and I tweak it. So I'm gonna go through, tweak that kick drum, copy it over, quantize it, do all that good shit, and then we'll come back and add something else. All right, so hi-hats up next. I know I'm gonna do something kind of crazy with the hats, but I'm just gonna lay that bass down, a bass track, and then come back and tweak it. All right, cool. So let's I'm gonna go in there and play with the hi-hats a little bit, and then we'll come back to something else. All right, so I went in there and I kind of went crazy with the hats. I'm gonna solo, let y'all hear what I did with the hats, and then I'll play it in the track. Just something crazy, so let's hear it in the track. Now let's add a snare. Dope. Oh shit, hold on. Oh, made a mistake. Dope. Let's turn those chords up a little bit. I feel like they low. So a lot of times I like to change up the beat just for the second half of the verse, just to give it a little spice, just to try something different. And I got this sound from Silent called Hoverish, and I'm gonna play for you all what I was just playing. I don't hear a whole lot more, but I do hear some percussion things. I got this cowbell I just found. So let's add that just on the part where we just added that low synth in the second half of the verse. Alright, I messed up a little bit, but that's an easy fix. We're gonna quantize that, and then I hear one more thing. I hear open hat, and we'll add that. Dope, super dope. I really don't hear a whole lot. Let's copy those hats over, and then let's listen to it from the top. Look, I know sometimes we as producers, we want to add a whole bunch of stuff, but if you want to sell beats and you know, you want artists to listen to your beat and say, man, okay, I hear something on that, you gotta leave room for that. You gotta, I don't know why I have to reiterate that, but I feel like I just always have to, because I hear beats sometime and I'm like, who the fuck is gonna rap on this, or who's gonna sing on this? Because it's just so much going on. I'm like, man, I can't do nothing with that. You know what I'm saying? Like, nobody can do nothing with that. So if you're a producer and you're watching this, remember, man, the vocalist or the rapper or whatever, they're the most important part of that song, especially if you're trying to sell beats. If you're trying to sell beats, you want an artist to hear your beat and say, okay, that's the pocket I can lay in. I could do something in there, you know? So you don't need a whole lot. You don't always need a whole lot. There's a couple things out here that I want to go in here and tweak before I upload it to my site. And remember, you can get this beat and a whole bunch of other beats at amirperry.com. All right, so I'm going to do this, and I'm going to catch you guys on the next one. And that'll do it for this one. But like always, I want to know, what did you guys think? Please leave a comment below. Let me know if you loved it, if you hated it, if you would have done something differently. I'm really curious. Any feedback is appreciated. I would really like to know if you know somebody that's an artist, or if you're an artist, you're looking for beats. Like I said, my website is amirperry.com. And don't forget to subscribe again. And I'll catch you guys on the next one. Arrivederci.